What's this? What's this? Another Burton movie, grim atmosphere, stylish visuals, people talking upper class. What's this? Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, directed by Tim Burton, and tells the story of this young boy played by Aisha Butterfield. After his grandfather dies, he discovers a mysterious world that his grandfather told him about and meets the delightful Mrs. Peregrine, played by Eva Green, and her house for children with extraordinary powers, and it's up to him to save them from a maniac played by Samuel L. Jackson. Now, I love Tim Burton as a director. Say what you want about his career, but he is truly a landmark director. He his style is very weird, gothic and dark. He's one of the most imaginative directors of them all, which is what he deserves 2 thumbs up for. He, as Christopher Lee described, he is one of the greatest directors of our age. Perhaps Tim Burton doesn't make the best movies anymore, but he has made great movies. For example, The Nightmare Before Christmas and Edward Scissorhand. Brilliant, timeless classics. I wasn't the biggest fan of his Charlie and the Chocolate Factory remake, but it was alright. And Alice in Wonderland and Corpse Bride were decent, I guess, but yeah, his Planet of the Apes adaptation was a bit of a letdown. So with that said, is this film a big step up or step down in quality for Burton? Well, I can pleased to say it's good, just not great, if you know what I mean. But so let's talk about the things this film got right first, because it did get quite a bit. I mean, Eva Green is without question the best thing about this film. She was legitimately awesome as Mrs. Peregrine. She was delightful, she was fun, she was so welcoming in her performance. I mean, she reminded me of Emma Thompson's Nanny McPhee, which perfectly suits her character, and Eva Green has proven herself to be a great actress with being Vesper in Casino Royale and Serafina Pecker in The Golden Compass, and here she delivers just that. And the mansion and the artistry and the visuals and the costumes and the style of this film is all gothic Tim Burton, as you expect. This film looks gorgeous, it looks amazing. Say what you want about some Tim Burton films lacking substance, but in style they excel. This is one of the most beautiful looking, most creative films of the year. I love how Tim Burton has a very weird style of filmmaking. Other directors should really try it. And Ella Purnell as this girl who developed a romance with our main character. She was cool. She really surprised me, and their romance was actually decent. It was actually cute. It actually made me go, ah. And there were some really cooler kids in that mansion, like 2 twins and a girl who could light fire. They were such interesting characters. However, sadly, they barely got any screen time. And I didn't say this was a great film because, boy, does it have its problems. I mean, Aisha Butterfield, I like him. He's a great child actor. He was, of course, young Mordred in Merlin, and of course, he's starred in many great movies like Boy in the Striped Pajamas and Hugo. And he gives a good performance here, but his character is so boring. He's one of the most boring protagonists I've seen all year. Yeah, he has a cute romance, but that's about it. For most of the film, he just asks people about things, and yeah, this film is full of exposition of people telling him things instead of showing us what he can do. Burton, you show a character, you don't tell. And Chris Stuckman did point one important thing out. So after the kid does discover Miss Peregrine's house and this amazing world, which is great, then after seeing it for a bit, then he just goes back to his father and his old boring life, and that really pulled the film down for me. As Chris said, it was like if Luke Skywalker met Obi-Wan and was getting to the Death Star, and then all of a sudden went back to Tatooine. And well, I can think of another example. That would be like if Frodo and the Fellowship was set off to Mordor to destroy the ring, and then just went back to the Shire for a bit to just posse around. That completely interrupts the flow of the narrative, and story should be moving forward, not going back. Yeah, that really makes the pacing of this film grind to a halt. And Samuel L. Jackson plays a very weak antagonist. He's only hinted at in the beginning, but he doesn't appear until literally the third act. Yeah, so he's barely in the film, so he's completely lacks threat because of that. And the final battle of the film, which was ever so weird and felt out of place, was just a fight with a load of skeletons, and I was just like, what the hell is this? I know Tim Burton is a creative director, his films are weird, but this was just too weird. Yeah, the climax made absolutely no sense. Now, I know this film is based on a classic book, which I've never heard of. I never heard of the book until this movie came out, but so this film will probably follow the main storyline of the book, but a movie adaptation should improve upon some flaws of that book to make a better movie. So overall, this movie is a mixed bag. It's had great potential. I was looking forward to it, and it does have some strong qualities, but other qualities really brought the film down. It's not Tim Burton's worst film, but it's far from his best. I give Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children 3 stars out of 5. But Eva Green does deserve an Oscar for this. Well, I love you guys. Thank you all for watching. What did you think of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children? Please comment, let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow me on Twitter and on Google+, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.